city of Chicago. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Aviators of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
2nd and 10.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one. Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, Levis.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jamison Williams
From a yard out.
and the Aviators are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Levis back to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, Get it out to him.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Levis. He's got Bellinger.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Levis looking to throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. He's able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Jackson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Play action now. Levis. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Levis on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Greg Dortch now to return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To throw again is Jackson.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Eagle first down.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Mayer. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Jackson's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Jackson.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Nick Chubb, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Aviators continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Greg Dortch returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1st and 10, here's Levis.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this week.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On first down, Levis.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Levis out of the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Levis. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Levis looking to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They go with Chubb on second down. Gets past him at the 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Chubb will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Levis back to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Amari Hooker. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now Levis.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and a yard. Here's Levis.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Levis to throw it.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Levis.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Aviators have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Set to kick off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard. First down, Eagles.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber will drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
5-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt drops him for a 4-yard loss there. And that brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jackson on 1st down. The pass taken in by Mayer. And he is going to lose yardage here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Jackson now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 3.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third and 4.
Levis from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
And Levis completes this out wide.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Aviators are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Here's Jackson.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
5 yards. Now it's third and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Broken tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship and